Okay, so I bought myself a little project. I wanted a little battery operated grass cutter for quite some time, and I found this one. It's a Webb, never heard of them before, but they do appear to be a relatively popular brand of lawnmower. This particular one probably dates from either the late 60s or the early 70s. Now I do know that it works, because the guy demonstrated it for a few seconds, just by putting a 12-volt battery onto there. Obviously that's not going to be cutting grass. It's quite rusty, it's in quite a bad state. The worst part probably being the handles, which are very pitted, very rusted. In fact, don't have any paint on at all. It looks like this here is the cable that operates the solenoid for the motor, so that when you pull this lever it pulls that switch on and off, and it looks like that's an off button so that you can't accidentally power it up. Seems like a good idea. Quick bit of research shows that this is probably some sort of two-speed thing. I can only assume it works by doing something with the field coils. As far as I make out, it's self-propelled, and it looks like you can switch the self-propelled in and out by altering this. But basically it just needs a lot of tidying up so that I can use it on my admittedly postage stamp of a garden that is currently cut with a rotary mower, but it does so in quite a rough manner. Well, hopefully this grass cutter will give me stripes. Well, maybe. We'll see how it goes there. Okay, so I've started to strip it down. The wire that went up to the switch on the handlebars does appear to be connected to a field coil as opposed to the brushes, which would be at this end. The motor's quite a size, really. That's the main power switch. That's the lockout on it. Yeah, I don't know how far I'm going to take this down. I might only take it down so far. Yeah, I'm just going to concentrate at the moment on getting this wiring off and taking the handlebars off, and that'll give me a good start to the project, I think. Okay, so I've been stripping it down. Found what the paint finish would have looked like on the bars. So that's what I need to be aiming for. I've taken the name badge out. I had to drill some rivets out to do it, but I thought it was best than trying to mask around and work around it, because it is quite a nice little badge. So basically all electrical wiring's off it. I've taken the side cover off as well, and in here there's a lot of gears. The chains are very slack, but that's okay. There's all adjusters on there, so that won't be a problem. Now this is probably as far as I'm going to strip this down, I think, because I think if I try to strip it down anymore, I'm going to be getting myself into a world of trouble for a machine that is working fine, it would appear, and I can get to everything I need to get to. I should be able to paint this top plate, side plates, inside okay. I should be able to paint the drum okay, the barrel okay, shouldn't be an issue. Paint this side fine, so I'll be able to paint everything I need to paint and clean without actually dismantling any further. I can do the necessary adjustments I need to do. Obviously these can be painted and cleaned off the machine, but I think I've got a good place to start now without getting too stupid about it. Okay, I found the maker's plate, but it's a bit messed up. Might be able to get a date code off there with a bit of luck. They turn nice and easy. They're the adjusters for the cutter on the barrel. A lot will depend on what the state of the sole plate is, but I'll worry about that another day. Basically she's yeah, I'm quite happy. I've got enough work to be getting on with. Well, I've put some rust eater on the handles, and to my surprise, there's a lot of the grey paint left. I mean, yes, it's heavily pitted, but the fact that the paint has actually held on means that I think the structure of these is probably a lot better than I anticipated, you know. Yeah, it's just the pitting has allowed a thin layer of rust to form on the surface, but the paint is, like I say, it's held up surprisingly well. So I'll let this dry out now, and I'll give it another going over with the rust eater. Wash that down again, and then I'll put rust converter on, and then I'll proceed to prime and paint. Okay, so it's a few weeks later, and the Webb now has a generous coating of rust converter on its tin bits, and I'm about to get a wire brush onto the main body of the machine. Well, much to my surprise, this has gone really well. The rust is virtually surface rust, really. There's very little pitting actually into the metal, so that's great. I know about these chains need tightening, but it looks quite simple to adjust that adjuster there and adjust that adjuster there. So I can adjust those up, grease it up, and everything should be good in that department. The sole plate looks very good as well. I've just adjusted it so that it's catching there at the edge, and you can feel it catching at the edge, and then it catches again when it's about maybe 4/5 of the way down. So it's slightly buckled in the centre area, but not by much. In fact, I think I might do the old paper test on it and see what that does. Okay, just waiting for the rust converter to do its magic. You know, looking at it now, I'm thinking about maybe hand painting the body, and then spraying the cover and the top. Even if there are slightly different colours, I think the two-tone might work quite well. Because there's a lot of nuts and crannies there, and I think it might prove to be quite difficult to spray paint. Yeah, I think brushings might be the way to go. It's not going to win any prizes for authenticity, but I've started painting the bits of it green, as it should be. That's probably the roughest bit. It's actually quite badly pitted when you got down to it, but you know, this is a working machine, so it might be okay. On the bonus side, look what I got. They managed to find the original Webb grass box for it, so I got that as well. Thrown in free of charge a week or two after the event, but yeah, good to go. So just got to finish it off. I totally neglected to finish this video, so this is about 9 months later and it's middle of winter, but it gives you the idea.